intramural. Ryan Lemler here. We're live here from the Trojan Trench, welcome in Hoosier North Athletic Conference opponent, the Pioneer Lady Panthers. They come in with a 4-4 record, or 4-3 record, 2-1 in the conference, with wins against Caston twice. They beat Caston twice, and then
Culver.
And they beat Culver. So in their one loss coming against Knox, who looks to be the favorite right now in the Hoosier North Athletic Conference. Triton the other night had a difficult time against a Jimtown team. Wasn't quite, the ability wasn't there. It's just shots were not falling. Could have been due to finals. We don't know what the deal was, but yet look for this group to really rebound after I talk to them after that ball game. Triton comes in, like I said, 4-4 on the year, following a one-game winning streak against Jimtown after a tough game a week ago against Caston. Kaden, we watch this group. We know they have the ability to score the ball. We know they need to feed the post. What things are you looking for these girls to have a chance to take down this Pioneer, this very talented Pioneer team?
They did a very good job a couple nights ago against Jimtown of limiting those turnovers. They've been averaging about 17 a game. They cut that down to 11 last game against Jimtown. They'll have to continue to build off that against this very fast, very athletic Pioneer team. I was talking to a couple players before the game, and Pioneer's going to run a couple different things. They're going to run man, press, zone, a couple different trapping zones. They're going to want to push the ball, force turnovers, and get the ball down the court as fast as possible.
And these two teams are so much alike, it's not even funny. If you go down and you kind of look as far as the scoring offensive output, both teams are in that between that 42 to 47 point range, but both teams allowing under 40 points a game. Triton 34, Pioneer 39. You got to remember, this Pioneer team didn't lose very many players, a team that found their way down to the state championship, losing in that one a season ago. John Harrell's prediction is Pioneer wins 48-34. The last time these two teams faced off was at Pioneer, and Pioneer won 46-30. Triton leads the series in the last 15 years, 4-1. As we're about 40 seconds away, we'll have the national anthem, followed by the starting lineups, and after that, we'll be right back on the Triton Trojans Sports Network.
Ho, ho, hello, Merry Christmas. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Trojan Trench for today's contest between the Pioneer Panthers and your Triton High School Lady Trojans. On behalf of the Triton community and the entire staff and student body of Triton Junior Senior High School, we'd like to welcome Pioneer as our guest at today's contest. Now at this time, if you please rise. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we will honor America with the playing of our national
All right, Kaden, who we got starting for both teams?
For Pioneer, we'll have number 20, a senior Mackenzie Walker. Number 21, a senior Madison Blickenstaff. Number 22, a senior Olivia Brook. Number 24, a freshman Brooklyn Borges. And number 30, a junior Haley Kripe. For the Trojans, same 5 as last game. Taren Yates, Kinsey Atkins, Jaelyn Bules, Abbey Viers, and Lexia Hostrawser.
Actually, there's been a little bit of a change. Addyson Viers will be checking in for sister Abby.
Gotcha.
And she'll be the starter here tonight at the Trojan Trench. As Addison's kind of flexed her muscles here in the last couple of games, and that, that'll be a good 1-2 punch. It'll be interesting to see what with a little more look of size with Addyson Viers. That could be an interesting play by Coach Heckaman.
Wish you had told me that earlier.
Well, I just noticed.
I wasn't looking.
Well, I just noticed everybody had their warm-ups off. I mean, come on now.
Number 20, Jaelyn Bules.
So, Kaden, as we talked, now you got a freshman going in there. If you're Addyson Viers and you're this group, you're obviously going to try to feed that post because, you're going to go get some tall players there with 6-foot Borges, 5'10" Olivia Brook, and number 21 Maddie Blickenstaff, 6 foot for her. Three players of 6 foot there to start, and they're on their front line. That's a big group.
Pioneer's starting a freshman. Why can't Triton? They're going to go at it. They've played each other before. They've been in the same conference, so.
Exactly, and some of these girls faced off in volleyball season too as well. Remember that. So there's some fuel to the fire on this one.
This was a good game. The volleyball match went to 5 sets, if I remember correctly.
And Pioneer found their way as they won the regional and took off all the way to Indianapolis, I believe.
I couldn't tell you.
It's been a while. Pioneer corrals it, going to go up top to Blickenstaff, back on top. Borges for 3, can't get that one to go. Rebound, Taren Yates. Triton's going to go right back to work. Yates past the half-court line, goes in the corner to Kinsey Atkins. She's alone for 3, pulls away, can't get it to roll. Hostrawser tips it to Yates. Nice job by Hostrawser to get there, knock that one away. Kinsey Atkins with patience, sets it up. A little bit of zone defense being played by the Panthers. In the corner to Viers. Atkins, Hostrawser, deep 2. She's going to pull back. Back on top to Atkins. Yates thought about it as Addyson Viers. Baseline jumpers up and in. The freshman comes in early. Triton takes the lead. Kripe with it now. She'll come up. So working around the perimeter. Kripe now top to Kinsey Atkins, face guarding her. She'll drive, loses it on the way through, keeps control on the baseline, feeds back through. Shot up and good. Rebound, Addyson Viers. Finally missed shot by Olivia Brook. Yates works it up quickly past the half-court line. On over to Kinsey Atkins. Double team her on this side. On the cross-court, deep pass. Triton, a lot of ball movement. Atkins couldn't quite corral that one in the right where she wanted it. Gets it back. Tries the up fake. Had it there for a moment. Back to Hostrawser on the right wing. Viers on the baseline, feeds Yates. Yates, mid-range jumpers up and in. Triton comes out, 4 straight points, Kaden. The offense looks to be on the move here early.
I noticed in the JV game earlier today, this left side of the zone, whatever Pioneer's running, I can't really get a good grasp on it. It's been wide open. I saw Jolie Groves score 6 straight points on this side of the zone alone, so look for Triton to attack that. Maybe they saw something in that JV game.
Up top to Atkins. Yates now straight away. She'll get it back. Kinsey Atkins for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound's going to be tipped around. Kripe comes away with it. She's looking down court. Keeps momentum, drives, floaters up, and Pioneers on the board.
The Pioneers going to press right off the make.
Triton needs to be patient. Needs to keep that ball moving forward. Up to Yates. Nice job there to handle the pressure, but Kripe jumps the route and takes it away from Hostrawser. Kripe. Transition 3's up, no good off the side iron. Yates tries to rebound, but it's going to go out of bounds on her. It'll stay here with Pioneer.
And that's what I was talking about earlier. Pioneer wants to force turnovers and run that ball in transition. They did a nice job over there, just unable to hit the shot.
Kripe. Shot is up and in for Brook. And we're all knotted up at 4. Both teams going on a 4-0 run to start off their offense. Yates gets in. She's going to kick on the Jets. Gets by Borges. Feeds Addyson Viers, and bank is open. Addyson Viers, 4 points for her. Yates from Taren Yates, and that one's going to go out of bounds as Mackenzie Walker couldn't corral that one. Bules to inbound. We're going back to work. Kaden, like you said, what was open that time? The left side of that zone.
I think the adjustment to start Addyson Viers might have something to do with the fact she scored 12 points in the most recent outing against Jimtown. Addison has scored the ball this year very well off of the bench. Coach Heckaman just wants that earlier.
And that also is going to be a big thing for, Sister Abby. She had a tough outing when I was talking to Abby after the game. Knowing her, she's going to bat down the hatches, and she's going to come back even stronger in this game. Kinsey Atkins alone in the post.
They missed her.
Going to get a substitution for Pioneer. Next dead ball. Yates gets on the right wing. On top to Hostrawser. She'll work away, but they're going to say a travel. As when she went to that fake, she pulled that foot before she put the ball on the ground. Checking in now, number 11, Christabel Blickenstaff for Borges, as she'll come out. Kripe brings it up. Kinsey Atkins on her. Blickenstaff, who just checked in, tries to go through, but it's going to go off of her knee. Out of bounds. Ball goes right back to Triton. Both teams with 2 turnovers to start this game by our count. As Kinsey Atkins brings up past the half-court line, and they're going to go back to work. Down to Hostrawser. She had position. Nice job there by Brooke to knock it away, and Kripe gets it, and they're on the fast break. Quickly up court. Finds Blickenstaff. She'll keep it alive. Nice job to keep her feet planted there. Goes on over to Brooke. Brooke now. She'll drive. Tries to go up. Yates got a piece of that one, and rebound's going to go to Addyson Viers. Yates now with the basketball. Past the half-court line. Works right. Kinsey Atkins. She's going to get pushed out. Or she'll kind of fall away. Nice pressure defense there by Blickenstaff to really use that baseline as that second defender and push her towards it.
This Pioneer team reminds me a lot of the Knox team that the girls played earlier in the year. They're fast, they're athletic, they're going to get after you. And Triton, they turned the ball over that game, and they're already up to 4 in this first quarter, so that's something they're going to need to improve on the rest of the day.
Nice backdoor cut by Kripe. Goes up, and we're going to get a foul on Bules. And she'll go to the line for our first free throw of the game with a chance to take the lead. First shot is up, and it takes a friendly bounce. Pioneer takes their first lead of the ball game. Atkins with it now. Pioneer with that tough defense. They're right in your face, Kaden.
Yep. They switched out of that zone, and now they're in that man-to-man pressure defense. They're essentially running a man-to-man hot, they're trying to deny every pass.
Yates has a 3, too strong. Addyson Viers gets the surprise rebound and goes right back up and in.
Rebound and basket.
Big sister like that one. Viers' tower goes right back up. Brooke goes in the baseline, goes up to Blickenstaff. She'll get fouled.
I believe that one might have been on Bules.
And it is. That's going to be her second personal foul. Here comes the switch. Here comes Abbey Viers.
Yep. I like this lineup that's about to come in for the Trojans. Put Lexia out on the wing and have the 2 Viers sisters down in the post.
Let me tell you, they're strong.
Substitution number 24, Abbey Viers.
And take a timeout for Coach Heckaman, and with that different lineup, he's going to go and try to explain, here's what we're going to do. Like, Kaden, with that lineup, you have the Viers sisters down there, both of them 6 foot tall. I mean, Addison pushing 6'1". I mean, you look at these 2 girls, they should dominate that post. But that Lexia, one thing, like you said, her guard in the wing, with her pulling out, that's a good matchup for her to have.
Yeah, I think Lexia's always been more of a forward wing player rather than a post player per se, because she just has that mindset to her. She's got that guard mindset rather than the post mindset. So I think that's going to work out okay. And depending on what defense Pioneer comes out, and if they come out in that zone, they're going to have that high-low combination with the Viers sisters. But if that man-to-man, they're going to have to do screens, pick and roll something, and get those Viers sisters opened up down low.
So get everybody kind of adjust where they need to be. I told Abby she plays better when she smiles. We'll see what she does here. Blickenstaff will go for her second free throw. Missed the first one, but makes the second one. And we're knotted back up at 8. Kinsey Atkins with it now. She'll reset the offense. Brooks going to be out there in the mirror. She kind of retreats a little bit.
Yep, they're in that high trap, 3-2 almost.
Always like playing this
2-1-2.
defense. Addison Viers alone to the basket. Late
Yep.
pass, but she'll go right back.
Yep.
Banks open for Addyson Viers.
From Abbey Viers.
Viers to Viers. Viers towers looking good down there, and they're going to get a late
Oh.
foul. That was a late call
Oh.
on Abbey Viers.
Foul
I don't know about that one.
Abbey Viers.
Misses the first one. Nothing. Little conversation I had.
With yourself?
Maybe.
Probably what?
Yeah, I got to keep myself calm in certain situations. Triton clinging to a 1-point lead following the 1-2 trip to the free throw line. Viers down in the side in the corner.
Yep.
Nice pass by Kinsey Atkins. High off the glass for Addyson Viers. The bank's open for the freshman.
Can't stop her. He can't stop her. She's got 10 points.
Feed the beast down low, and she's made him pay. That one goes out of bounds. It'll stay here with Pioneer. Checking back in will be Borges, the 6-foot freshman, as they're going to try a different look here down low. Blickenstaff will come out.
Well, you know the 2012 boys team that went to state with Clay Yo, they learned early to just feed it to Clay and score.
Oh, hey. Hey. That was before my time.
Yeah, he has no idea what we're talking about. All right.
Yeah, I go back and watch some of the old games, okay? When there's nothing else on TV, and I really don't want to watch anything else, I go back and watch some of the older games that are on there. I hear stories. Viers top the key, goes on over to Kinsey Atkins on the left wing.
Look at her, yeah.
Addyson Viers, there's the look. She'll go with the hook shot. Can't get that one to drop. Rebound's going to go to Crichton. She's going to take off. I'm going to call a foul.
On Abbey, I believe. It'll be her second. And a foul 60 feet from the basket. Oh, they're going to call that on Addyson. Okay.
So the freshman's got her first personal, team's fourth. No fouls for Pioneer yet as we're getting close to the 2:15 mark of the first quarter. Pioneer starting to slow down. Triton's going to fall back in that zone defense. Walker tipped by Yates.
By Yates. Not a very strong pass from Mackenzie Walker.
Borges in the corner, back on top to Kripe. She'll spin out of trouble.
Flatten
She'll
out.
look to attack. Nice bit of passing by Pioneer. High pass, Kripe alone for three. A chance to tie it up too strong. Off the mark, Hostrawser fighting for it. It's hot potato down there in the post. Addison or Abbey will kick it, or I don't know who went. It went out. Pioneer.
Still a little hot potato down there.
Just came out of the microwave. Atkins will bring it up. Goes to Hostrawser. Viers top the key. Atkins gets a screen from Yates. She'll work back up to Hostrawser. Into Yates in the corner, goes down low. Abbey's got a position, kicks it right back out. Nice pass by Yates to Hostrawser.
Kinsey.
Couldn't quite lead that one as Blickenstaff jumps and takes that one away. Crichton now in fast break, has Walker over here open in the corner, feeds it back. Shot up and no good there for Brooke. As Yates gets the rebound. Triton looking good on the defensive glass here early. Minute to go in the first. Triton leads by 3.
That's one place Triton struggled with early in the year is rebounding the basketball. The first couple games, they were out-rebounded almost on the offensive glass towards the total glass.
Pass off the mark as Blickenstaff tips it right back. Walker's going to go up. Blocked by Addyson Viers and a foul. Coach Heckaman talking to Kinsey down there when that pass, she kind of passed was just a little off mark. She was kind of throwing a little bit in the wrong spot. She's got to throw that kind of back there away from that defender.
I believe that was Blickenstaff down there. She just baited Kinsey throw that pass, gave that little half front, and then jumped in front and sealed Addyson off down there.
Addyson Viers, 2 fouls for her in the first quarter. So 2 Trojans in foul trouble with Bules and Addyson Viers as they can't hit those 2 free throws. Yates in transition had Kinsey Atkins for a moment. It slows it down. Quick pass to Atkins. Back on Hostrawser, deep 2 for her. She gets it to go. Extend that lead to 5 as Triton leads here with 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. Walker's got to corral a high pass back on top to Kripe.
Corner.
Walker finds Brooke in the paint. She'll go through the tall trees. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Abbey Viers. 20 seconds to go. Coach Heckaman told him to put the brakes on just a little bit here to try to hold for that final shot. Yates to Atkins. Walker out there has her hands on her. Goes on over to Hostrawser. Tight defense. Hostrawser keeps it alive. Got to push it here.
3 seconds.
Quickly. Hostrawser's going to have to force one up at the buzzer and can't get it to go. 14-9 is the end of the first quarter. Kaden, high-scoring affair for the Trojans, but good defensive effort by them as well.
Yeah, they scored more in this first quarter than they did in any of the quarters against Jimtown a couple nights ago. So they've shown bright spots in this first quarter, you know, feeding your hot hand and Addyson Viers. And the defense aspect is looking a little shaky. The rebounding okay, but the 5 fouls in that first quarter, that's going to kill them, especially with 2 on Bules and 2 on the freshman Addyson Viers.
Exactly. I mean, you do have Addison for 5 quarters. Which quarter do you let her coast in? Because you only get 5 quarters because she had to play 2 at JV. So that bench is going to have to step up. I
imagine it's going to be this quarter here because I did hear a substitution, Jaelyn Bules checking in, but I'm not sure for who. Yeah, Triton struggles in this second quarter, though. That is one aspect we've seen them not be too hot in. That week ago against Caston, 2 points in that second quarter, that's what really killed their momentum. So they need to come out firing. They need to come out shooting the ball. That's one thing. Shoot with confidence, and you'll be all right.
Exactly. And we've seen all that group do that here in this first quarter. I think you got to get over that 20-point mark in this second quarter. I mean, your goal is to get 6 to 8 points in this quarter and really keep that and really keep Pioneer in check because you know they're going to come out on fire here in the second quarter. Yep. You've got to get over that 20 to 22-point mark in this quarter to keep yourself in good check going into that third quarter after halftime. Bules, Hostrawser, Abbey Viers, Taren Yates, and Kinsey Atkins, the 5 out there. We're going to have Walker, Kripe, Blickenstaff, Borges, and I believe Attinger out there as well for the Lady Panthers.
Someone get open.
Got to get moving the basketball. Can't relax now. Kripe, tough defense, swipes it away. Kinsey Atkins gets a hold of it. She'll work back inside that three-point line. Goes to Yates, a nice cut there by her. She has to pick the ball up, tries to fight through, can't get that one to go. Rebound's going to go to Blickenstaff. Tough defense there by Kripe. She's looking down court. She'll kick on the jet. She's going to take it herself. Goes all the way through. She runs into Bules.
No call there on either side.
I think that was a good no call as Bules got rocked, and she's holding her side. That's not good.
She's all right. She's a tough girl. She's running back down the court.
And I know she's tough. I watched her brother play.
Oh, yeah.
And he was a tough dude, one of the toughest ball players I've ever watched play. Abbey Viers on top, goes to Kinsey Atkins. Back on top to Bules. Shook off that little bump there as it goes over and over to Yates. Hostrawser top to key. She'll work back. Bules now on the left side. Trying to get something freed up. Looks like Pioneer's falling back. You're going to stick with that man-to-man zone. It's going to go out of bounds on Attinger.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
He changed it there.
Yeah.
It's going to say Brooke checking in, and then Jolie Groves coming in, who had a big game there in the JV game.
Just spot her up on the left side of the zone. She'll be all right.
They're going to have Eric come over and take a look at Bules. Hot pass into Viers. She'll kick it back out to Yates. Yates goes baseline, gets it tipped away by Kripe. Viers with it now. We're going to get a foul. Pioneer's first foul of the ball game.
Is that on Kripe?
I think it's going to be on Borges. Oh, no, it's going to be on Walker.
Pioneer foul, number 20, Walker.
Didn't think she was in the vicinity. Apparently, I
nope. Is she even in? Yeah, she is in the game.
Yeah, she's in the game. Atkins, nice inlet pass to Hostrawser. Fadeaways up, it's in. Triton strikes first in the second quarter to extend that lead out to 7. Crichton now straight away. She'll pull up in the jumper, and that three ball is good. So that's our first 3 ball make of the game.
Yeah, but hand up. We've seen her shoot. That's her 3rd attempt now. But in this 2-3 zone, someone's got to step up and stop that ball every single time.
And she's a player that when she comes up, she's looking for that 3, and if it's there, she's going to pull away every single time.
A couple Trojans run into each other. Kind of messed up the timing there.
Groves rotates up to the right wing. Got to be smart with the basketball here in that corner. Yes. Nice pass to Viers. She gets double teamed, loses the ball, kicks it to Hostrawser. Free throw jumpers up. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Kripe. She's going to look to score in transition. Get your head turned around. Here comes Walker. Borges beats Brooke. Kicks out. Walker baseline jumpers up and in. Just like that, it's a 2-point ball game. 5 quick points for the Panthers. On a 5-2 run here in the last minute and a half. Yates picked up her dribble.
Ooh, that could have been over and back.
Hostrawser. Atkins cuts back too early. And there's a turnover for the Trojans. Both Christabel Blickenstaff and Madison Blickenstaff checking back in. Kripe now comes up, goes down, and they're going to get a kick ball on the Trojans. It'll stay here. I'm going to say 22 points ain't going to be enough. But that might put you in position to stay in this ball game, though. It's, like I said, you got to survive this second quarter. Give yourself a chance those next 2.
Ooh.
Yates almost called for a body foul there.
Hands off there. Don't break that glass.
Nice job by Jolie Groves to get in there and take that one away. Yates now going to go back to work, crosses the half-court line. Groves now on the left side. Works right. Nice pass to Hostrawser inside that three-point line. Yates, Triton's passing has been a lot better. As I say that, they turn it over, but yet you're seeing them hitting good windows. Walker alone, left-handed layup is up and in. Tie ball game. Timeout, Triton.
I think that's the right time to call a timeout. 7-2 quarter so far. You turned the ball over, I think, 3 times already in this second quarter. So just slow down, regroup. And I think Heckaman's going to drop a play here to try to get an easy bucket.
If you're down there and you're Heckaman, what are you drawing up now? You don't have Addyson Viers there. You've got to draw up somewhere. To me, you got to go to a Kinsey Atkins, a Taren Yates, or a Hostrawser. That's going to be the 3 players you need to try to find a way to get. And Hostrawser's been hot in this quarter.
Yeah, I don't know any of their sets, so I can't tell you one to run. But, yeah, I imagine it's going to be like a double stagger screen for a 3 or just inside-outside, something. Get Lexia Hostrawser open in the high post area, because when they feed the ball down to Abbey Viers, Lexia's defender seems to suck down on Abbey, and if Abbey can just get that outlet pass back to Lexia, she's been knocking those shots down. She has 4 points, so keep that motion going.
But you got to be patient. Like I said, the passing has been on point there for the most part, but you got to credit Pioneer's defense. The passing I'm seeing and how they're moving the ball is a lot better than what I saw on Wednesday night. And this group here is you can see an obvious difference.
Yeah,
Kripe, Walker, Brooke, and both Blickenstaff's out there for Pioneer. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead and your thought there.
I lost it now.
Okay, well, old age will do that to you.
Call it Thomas. That train has left the station.
Thomas, that thing has left the station. I like that. Atkins now goes on over to Groves. Viers trying to get position there. Walker, tight defense on Jolie Groves. Goes up top to Hostrawser. She'll work right. Yates trying to lose Kripe.
Good back cut. If you're being denied back cut, don't keep coming
Kinsey
up.
drives, floaters up, and
got it.
Oh, non-friendly roll. There's a little troll on top of that rim. Knocked that one away. Walker down to Blickenstaff. Kinsey Atkins with the help defense. Can't get there, but nice job. Now, that's a good foul to send her to the line. Because Blickenstaff coming in right there, like I said, hack a shack. Because in this game, she's not been very good from the free throw line.
Hack that arm a little harder. That way she doesn't have that opportunity for that and one. But, yeah, good foul. Lucky she missed it.
First shot's up and in. As Blickenstaff has struggled with that free throw shot, 2 of 5. 3 of 5. Next shot's up. Back iron, 1 of 2. Okay, so there you go. Triton goes by 1. Yates brings it up, slows it down. Picture drill up, goes to Groves. Walker, the tight defense. Groves gets away from her. Nice. Tries to go down there. Nice defense by Blickenstaff to knock that one away. Walker kicks it up. Quickly to Brooke. Nice hot pass to Blickenstaff. Up and no good. Rebound. It's going to be fought for. And Pioneer comes away with it. Brooke, no look pass to Kripe. 3 balls up from the left side. No good. Back iron. Groves gets it there. Pioneer wanted to push off on the rebound. Triton gets it back. There's a missed call there. Yates gets it. It's going to be knocked away by Kripe. It'll stay here with Triton. There's a little bit of a, but it's a good no call. It's a good no call.
Yep.
They're kind of working with the different things. You kind of see both teams are very aggressive on the defense as people shake their head. You look at defense. You watch the defense here. There's been hands on everybody. Both teams are doing it. Viers up, no good. Right there's an over and back call, no call. So there you go. So, they're letting them play with the contact. I like that.
Yeah, let them play.
Blickenstaff's got it. She's going to pivot. Yates tipped around, goes to Blickenstaff, into Kripe in the right corner. She'll go up to Brooke. Back on to Kripe. She'll try a right wing 3. It's up and in. That lead extends out to 4 for Pioneer.
Who made that?
Kripe.
Gotcha.
Groves now goes. Feeds down to Hostrawser. Kind of fight for position. They're getting swarmed. Viers on to Kinsey Atkins. She's going to try to answer back with a 3-ball of her own and can't get that one to go. Hostrawser gets away with an over back call. Brooke takes it away. Kripe works top the key, kicks it over to Brooke. On over to Walker. She'll shoot. Shots off the mark. Groves got a piece of it. Kripe, she'll step back for 3. It's up. It's back iron, no good. Rebound's going to go to Taren Yates, and she'll fight through. Yates doesn't quite have the number, loses it off of her leg, keeps it alive.
Score it.
Viers tries to get there, but she gets her own rebound. Nice job to fight for. Feeds Yates. Yates pulls up a jumper and can't get it to go. Tip around. Triton cannot buy a basket here in this second quarter. As we're going to get a foul, I believe, on Triton. I think it's going to be on Lexia Hostrawser.
Yes,
it is.
Do you want to guess how many points we have in the second quarter?
32, Hostrawser.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Bules checking back in, must be feeling better, as Pioneer being the bonus the rest of the second quarter.
Number 23,
1-1.
What number?
Blickenstaff to the line. 21. Shots up. Back iron. Bules comes away with it.
For Triton, number 20, Jaelyn Bules.
The jerseys are kind of hard to see from right here.
Atkins with the floater. She's going to get fouled. She'll go to the line for Triton's first, I believe, first attempts of the game.
Yep.
Pioneer foul number 21, Madison Blickenstaff.
That'll be their second team foul of the first half. Pioneer not getting that foul call. Kinsey Atkins gets the first one to go.
That's one thing Triton has not done a very good job of this season, getting to the free throw line. And when they do, converting at the free throw line is another big aspect they're missing out on.
Atkins gets that one, and can't get that one to go. Brooke gets the rebound. Kripe's going to push it. Quickly up to Walker. Walker feeds Brooke. She'll go up strong with it. Banks close. Rebound, Taren Yates. Yates now quickly up. Tries to lead Kinsey Atkins, and it'll go out of bounds.
Communication.
Got to be talking there.
I don't think they're talking at all down there on the court. I've yet to hear a peep from any of the girls.
2-3 zone for the Trojans now as they'll step back. Tipped away by Yates. Nice swap there, and it'll go out of bounds on Pioneer. Triton gets it back.
Yep. It went off of Borges' hands there.
Atkins goes to Yates. Kind of overshot the route there a little bit.
I hate the bounce pass.
Atkins gets it, goes back to Yates. She'll drive, pull up jumper. Banks open for Taren Yates. Triton trails by 1. Minute 33 to go in the second quarter. It's a 1-point ball game. Kripe, floater quickly is up, back and in. It's back to 3. She just gets ahead of steam, goes right there to the basket.
13 points for Kripe in this first half.
Over half the team's points.
Yep.
Kripe for the Panthers. Bules tries to go, and she'll get fouled. And they're going to call that one on Walker, I believe.
22.
Going to call that one rather on Brooke.
Her first.
22, Olivia Brooke.
And Blickenstaff will check back in. For Addinger, she'll come out.
Lady Panthers, number 21, Madison Blickenstaff.
Atkins to inbound. Back on top to Hostrawser.
Looks like on that inbound play, they don't even really screen anybody. It's hard for that to work if you're not executing 100%.
Hostrawser gets a lead in the corner. She's going to get fouled hard by Brooke and go to the line.
Too quick on her.
As Pioneer didn't have a team foul at all in that first quarter. He's got 4 here in this second quarter with inside a minute to go.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be enough to put Triton in the bonus before the quarter ends, but
Hostrawser a little too much on that one. As Addinger will check back in.
Number 23, Kylie Addinger.
Hostrawser's second shot on the way. Gets that one to go. 2-point ball game with an inside a minute to go.
One of these girls up top, whether it's Kinsey or Taren, have to come up and stop the ball. Or Kripe's just going to drive right through them.
Addinger goes in the corner. Borges, the freshman, feeds the baseline. Bules steps in front. Nice job there. Big turnover there, trying a chance to tie it up here on this possession. Quickly to Atkins. Corner 3 for the lead. And can't get it to go off the side of the backboard. Blickenstaff goes back to Kripe. She's going to slow it down here. Don't get baited too much because she can kick on the Jets in a hurry.
Close that gap in between the two of you. There you go.
They're going to try to hold for the final shot of the second quarter with a 2-point lead. Trying to find a way to pressure that defense. They're trying to play keep-aways. They're holding for it. Addinger quickly back to Kripe. Look for her to take that final shot.
Yep.
They're setting it up.
They're setting up their play now. Bules behind you.
Bules takes it away inside 10 seconds to go. They got numbers on the fast break. Late to feet. She'll spin move. Jaelyn Bules can't get the bank is open. Nice play by Jaelyn Bules, coast to coast. Tie ball game going into halftime. What did I say? 22 points.
Spin move.
That was beautiful.
I'll get these sent over to you, Orion.
That was a beautiful play by Jaelyn Bules. Hustle play all the way across. We'll let Kaden read off his stats here, and then we'll take a break.
I'm going to switch your sides here. All right, scoring for the Panthers. Haley Kripe leads their team with 13 points. She's taking the majority of the shots. Mackenzie Walker has 4. Madison Blickenstaff has 3. And Olivia Brooke with 2, but those 2 fouls as well. She's the only Panther in foul trouble. For the Trojans, Addyson Viers, who only 1 quarter of play, has 10 points. Lexia Hostrawser has 5. Taren Yates has 4. Jaelyn Bules has 2. And Kinsey Atkins has 1. Team stats now. Most of these are going to be unofficial because we don't have our official stat keepers here today, but Trojans 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Pioneer 4 for 11. Trojans 10 for 17 from 2-point field goals. Pioneer 6 for 16. And Triton yet to hit a 3, 0 for 6. Pioneer has drained 2. I believe they were both by Kripe for 2 for 6. And that turnover is where they're going to need to pick it up in the second half. 10 to 4. They're teetering on that 11 turnover line there.
But like you said, they got the big stat that you can't really see on the stat book because they took that momentum into the locker room. Look for them to come out, and you'll have Addyson Viers for 2 more quarters.
Yep.
So look to see what Triton can do coming out at halftime. With that being said, we'll take a break, and we'll be back after halftime on the Triton Trojans Sports Network. All right, welcome back, Triton Trojan fans. Andy here alongside Kinsey Atkins and the Hall of Famer Orion Lemler here for the Triton Trojan Sports Network as we're knotted up at 22. Get ready for a third quarter. As that was a awesome ending that second quarter. Bules with the last second shot there. She took that thing coast to coast, put on the spin cycle, and she left everybody in the dust and left her up. That was a good play by Jaelyn. I might have to rewind that one later and to watch in slow motion. That was a good play. So Brooke, Kripe, Blickenstaff, Walker, and Borges, the 5 out there for Pioneer. Hostrawser, Addison, and Abbey Viers. Atkins and Yates out there, the 5 for the Lady Trojans. Kaden, I said you needed to score 22 points to stay in this ball game. I was right.
Yep, but 8 points in that second quarter, a little better than the 2 points they scored last Saturday.
Tip by Yates. Borges goes back around. Triton on defense. Let's see what they can do coming out with that zone. Brooke, quick pass. Kripe, she's hit a few threes, and she can't continue that streak. Yates tips it away. Viers trying to get there and gets the ball. Walker fights. Viers had Yates just for a second and couldn't quite get it to go. Coach Heckaman encouraged. That was a good play. Right idea, just a little too hot of a pass.
Yep.
A little more finesse on it.
Abby's not really known to be a passer either, though.
Hey. The effort was there, though.
Oh, yeah.
Brooke, no look pass to Blickenstaff. Nice double team there. Works back on top. Walker, quick pass. A lot of quick passes for Pioneer. Nice closeout by Viers as that disrupts the shot enough. Blickenstaff gets the rebound, goes right back up and in. Pioneer strikes first in the third quarter.
Do you see what the fast, crisp passes does to a defense? I mean, that's one thing Triton has been a little shaky on. They'll hold the ball, and then they're going to pass, but Pioneer just swings the ball. They know where they're going before they catch it, and that's...
Abbey Viers can't get a hold of it. Empty trip there for the Trojans. 2-point ball game. Kripe will bring it up. She'll pull back on over. Borges, no look pass. Like I said, the crisp passing's there as Blickenstaff can't get her second field goal to drop. Brooke has to fight through. Nice defense by trying to go straight up. Kripe putbacks in.
Second, third effort.
Hostrawser gets it. She's going to work left. Goes down to Viers. Viers fadeaway jumpers up and can't get the roll. Rebound to Brooke. Up to Kripe. She's in the fast break. She's looking down court. Nothing there. Pulls back. Goes to Blickenstaff. Freshman versus senior there. And Blickenstaff gets the friendly roll. 6-0 run for the Panthers coming out of halftime.
They were not very happy with how that quarter ended. They wanted that last shot and then a Jaelyn Bules buzzer beater. So
goes down to Viers and she gets wrecked as she'll go to the line there by Walker.
Got that ball there just in time. Walker was almost there to intercept that pass, and could have been another turnover.
Viers now goes to the line for 2. First shot is up just a short of the mark. Put a little more on it. Just short of the mark. Kripe gets it. She's quickly past the half-court line. Looking left, pull up for 3. In transition, not there, no good, and it's going to be a fight for the rebound. Jump ball. It goes to Triton.
Stop the ball.
Nice job by Hostrawser getting there and clamp down on that thing and not let go of it.
Stop that ball in transition. You got to step up, guard her before she can get to the three-point line.
There was a correction on the scores book for the rosters that we were sent. Maggie Steffel is number 23. And Addingers were number 25 for the Panthers.
Yep.
And they're going to get a foul on Walker.
Yep. Grabbed her arm there.
Because you kind of see there was a lot of those calls you didn't quite see there in the first half. They're letting them play a little bit of contact.
Walker's third.
It's the third one on Walker. And Steffel checks in.
Bailed Atkins out a little bit. She was in a hard spot there.
Nope. Yates on the right wing. Nice job not to pass it down low. Yates loses it. Goes back to Atkins in the corner. Tough situation there. Yates goes right. She'll go up with the layup. No good. Rebound to Hostrawser.
Stay there and get that rebound.
Yates slow to get up. Back to Kinsey Atkins who cuts in.
Back cut. Back cut. Phil. Someone Phil.
Addyson Viers trying to be a decoy. She can hit a mid-range jumper too. And there should have been a travel call there as Hostrawser pulled that pivot foot. Lucky break there for the Trojans on the no call. Kripe goes on over. Walker now back onto Brooke. Elbow jumpers up and in. Timeout for Coach Heckaman.
Yeah.
Not happy with what he sees as the Panthers came out on an 8-0 run.
Triton is killing themselves when they're getting the free throw line. 2 for 6. Just 1 for 2 for 2 players and an 0 for 2. So you're getting to that line more than they have been in the past, but they're not converted.
And you got to find your way back to the line, like you said. There's free points being left up there, and in a game like this to keep yourself in, that free throw line is going to be a big pivot or a big breaking point for you. I mean, you got to make your shots.
I mean, not just from the free throw line, but the 3-point arc. 0 for 6.
And that 3 ball, when it gets moving for Triton, that's a big helper. We saw that against John Glenn. We saw that earlier in the season, and it's kind of starting to dissipate a little bit. Plus, you don't have your best 3-point shooter, Emma Hepler, out there losing that scoring touch as well.
Yeah, words right out of my mouth there.
Well, we better say hi to her. I imagine she's watching.
I imagine Emma's watching. I haven't checked chat or anything, but I imagine she is. It's a lot quiet in here without Emma.
Yeah, that'd be. I think we said that last game too.
It's eerily quiet.
At halftime, I think, or halftime during the JV game. Actually, I was over there talking to my parents. I think I could hear you guys talking over here. It was so quiet.
You don't talk that loud.
Well, I don't know. Sometimes you do.
Oh, it depends on the subject. So Triton trailing by 8 on a big 8-0 run coming out of the locker room for the Panthers. Brooke coming out.
They're in that trapping zone there.
I like that trapping zone. That's a fun defense to play. Addyson Viers gets a free look, was expecting contact and pulls it away. Yates rebound, Viers. Back to Viers. We're going to get a foul there on Kripe. That'll be, I believe, her first or second.
First.
Be 3 team fouls for the Panthers, who didn't have a single foul in that first quarter. Atkins got to get rid of it. Feeds Yates. Nice move by Taren to cut into the basket there. Triton cuts the score just a little bit there. Kripe quickly on over to Walker. Yates quickly on her. Goes down low. It's going to be tipped.
No, she didn't touch it.
Oh, she didn't get a piece of it.
Substitution for Lady Trojans, number 20.
And they're going to pull Lexia Hostrawser as Bules comes in and hit that spin move layup there. As Triton trails by 6. See what they can do on offense against here. We'll see. Now the Pioneers going to drop back to it a little bit. I thought it was going to be a zone for a minute, but now they're back to man-to-man. Nice job to disguise that. Viers goes back. She can't buy a basket underneath there.
No, she cannot. She is 0 for 3 on the day.
Kripe, transition threes up off the front iron. Rebound to Addyson Viers. Nice job to keep herself planted to bring down that rebound.
Kripe is now 2 for 9 from the 3-point line.
Viers down in the low block, kicks it back out to Yates.
Ooh, could have been a body.
Could have been a body.
That cut.
Got to keep moving. On over to Bules on the left side. Walker on her. Bules tries to use that spin move, gets herself out of trouble, goes to Yates. 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Triton trails by 6. Atkins on the right wing, looking down low.
Look at her.
Goes down to Viers, and we're going to get a reach on Blickenstaff up around. Not sure I see where the contact is on that one. I don't like that call. Her second personal, team's 4th, as Borges will check in for her.
The starter's back in now for the Trojans.
Yep, as Abbey Viers will come out.
21, Madison Blickenstaff. Substitution for Lady Panthers, number 24.
Yates gets it, goes back up, and it's going to go out of bounds on the Panthers.
I think Taren wanted a foul there. She's 3 for 8 for the day.
Just got to shake it off right there. Get back into it. Atkins trying to find somewhere to go. Has Yates up top. Kripe baited it on that one. It comes like a cornerback and swings it away. He's fight for the basketball. And we're going to get a jump ball call, I believe.
Should go to Pioneer.
And it will, and it'll go belong to the Panthers. One thing I will say, there are some no calls, but they're letting them play with contact. I like the defensive and offensive intensity of this game from both sides.
Yeah, they're playing very, very tough out there. They're not allowing anything. Kickball, I believe was the call.
And that's my favorite style. Just let them play. I mean, I like physical games on now. Like Kaden said, kickball call was the result of that play. Kripe going through. Nice defense by Yates. She loses it. Kinsey Atkins has got some space. Brooke closes on her in a hurry. She can't get the easy lay-in. Kripe now in transition. Look for her to either attack or pull up for three. She's going to attack. Goes up, banks open. Back to an 8-point ball game. Yates goes to Atkins on the right side.
Feeder. You had Lexia down there.
Right now is the time to attack that paint. There's some size kind of mismatch down there. Bules rotates. She can hit a mid-range jumper. She'll work back on over to Hostrawser. Back to Atkins. See if she can get this three to go. Can't get it. Back iron. Hostrawser patient on the rebound. Goes right back up. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Walker. Walker leaves it for Kripe. Quickly to Walker. Into the corner now. Portis now in the far side corner. Goes to Brooke. No look pass. Walker baseline jumpers up and can't get that one to go. Rebound to Addyson Viers.
Neither team really shooting the ball that well. 46% for the Trojans and 44%. That's just from 2-point field goals for the Panthers.
Atkins rotates around. Steffel got through the screen there. Nice pass down to Hostrawser. She'll get fouled, trying to get some space there. Can't go up, no contact.
I don't know how they didn't call that one on the catch there.
Kripe quickly up to Walker. Walker to Kripe. Oh, one of that three. Four just down to the corner. Steffel lefty, 2-pointers up, no good. Rebound to Bules. Yates up to Atkins. Trying to push it a little bit here. I like the sense of urgency.
Travel.
Atkins missed a travel call there, trying to fight through some tight defense. It'll go out of bounds, belong to Pioneer. Triton now 13 turnovers by our count.
Substitution for the Lady Panthers, number 11, Christabel Blickenstaff.
Christabel Blickenstaff back in now, as Abbey Viers will check back in.
There's a minute left in against the 2-3 zone. Pioneer could just hold the ball for the last shot here and not let the Trojans inch back into this.
And that's a big foul there for Bules.
Triton foul number 20.
That'll be her third personal as Abbey Viers will check in for Hostrawser.
Substitution for Lady Trojans.
She'll get a quick break here inside a minute to go. 8-point ball game. Triton's only scoring 2 points in this quarter. Kripe goes through. That's a tough spot to get that pass to go in, but it does. It shots up, rebound at the freshman Addyson Viers.
I believe that was Brooke on the missed shot.
Atkins feeds Abbey Viers down low. She's got to work against Brooke. Swatted away by Brooke. Viers is fighting for her. She covers it up. We're going to get a
jump ball. It should be Trojan ball.
Atkins to inbound. A little slow, got to get moving. Nice feed to Abbey Viers, and bank is open for the senior. 6-point ball game. Kripe quickly up to Walker. Back to Kripe.
They want to run that floor.
Yates away with a little bit of a foul there. Ooh. Brooke with the hot pass to Walker. 3 ball for Kripe is up and too strong. That looked good. I would agree with Kaden on that one. Bules fighting away. 24 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Triton trails by 6. Addyson Viers, hook shot. Banks open for the freshman. 4-point ball game.
Give her 12. The only Trojan in double digits today.
You need to clamp down on Kripe because look for that 3 ball.
Yep. Don't leave her, Taren. Taren, don't leave her.
Yates comes in and tips it away. 4 seconds to go. Got to push the bill here. Kripe's going to force the defense. Shots up by Yates. Can't get there. That's the end of the third quarter. Pioneer leads 32-28.
Slow start, but they picked it up there towards the end of that quarter.
They need to come out on fire in this fourth quarter. If they want to get themselves back in that lead, they got to come out. They got to stand tall. I mean, you see Kripe getting those looks. You know what she's going to do. But I'm telling you what, one bright spot for me in this game that I've really liked watching, I really like Olivia Brooks' passing for Pioneer. The no-look pass, she hits that ball at the elbow, and she knows where she's going with that ball, and it's crisp, and it's right where it needs to go. And that makes everybody else pass a little bit better as well.
Well, Pioneers run this offense for the last 5 years. So against the 2-3 zone, you're not changing anything you're doing. And so she's been in this system since she was a freshman.
Yep.
So she knows, catch a high post, I'm going right here. Catch it here, no one's there, going over there. So, I mean, you get these tendencies in your head, and you just run it over and over and over again. It becomes second nature to you. And you see she's done a great job of that today.
And that's been a lot of fun to watch. I know we're here for Triton. We're broadcasting on our network. But that right there, that passing, I mean, everybody needs to go look at that because that's how you pass the ball. And that is really, really good passing by Pioneer. Triton coming out. This is a group, their grit has kept them in this ball game. Yes, some shooting ability by Pioneer has kept them in it as well. But they've got to find a way to flex their muscles and do what they do best, get that ball down low and try to get that basket to go. Or even open up, hopefully, if Kinsey or anybody can get a three-point basket to drop.
I'm just going to say there's a Kobe Bryant quote. He once said, I'd rather go 0 for 30 than 0 for 8 because 0 for 8, you stop shooting the ball.
Yep.
You want to keep shooting that ball. One of them is going to fall eventually.
Exactly.
So, I mean, don't stop shooting because you're a little cold right now. Everyone has those bad games.
You know, the same man once said, if you can't get over the wall or around the wall, there's got to be another way. You got to try all 4 ways. As Brooke gets that one to go. Like you said, you can't go through it. You can go above it, it's to the side or underneath it. You'll find a way. Bules, but she'll travel. As when she got that ball, she stepped.
And then took a pivot.
And then took a pivot. Unfortunate turnover there as the lead is back to 6. I thought it was.
Oh, I didn't change quarter. Hold on.
That's my bad.
I mean, it's still 6, but that score.
It was a 4-point ball game. That's where I
that
score. I thought it was 6.
That score just counted for the third quarter instead of the fourth.
That's okay.
Ooh, straight up, I thought. Maybe on Abbey.
I think it's going to be on Addison, and it is. It'll be her second personal, team's second of the half.
That's Addison's third.
Oh, it's her third.
Yes, it is. Her and JB both have 3 fouls.
Looking staff can't get that one to go. You know, and Pioneer having a hard time with that free throw line as well.
Yeah, they're 4 for 12 from the free throw line. I didn't even realize that.
Gets the second one to go. Leads up to 7. As Yates looks over to Bules. Yates rotates. Cripe with a nice defense gets through the screen. Yates will go baseline with the floater. Banks open for Taren Yates. 5-point ball game.
Taren Yates, a lot like her brother, has that very quick first step, able to get around people in a hurry.
And they tightrope that baseline with the best of them.
Stay here.
I think that's genetic.
Is it genetic?
It's got to be genetic. Hostrawser will check in for Viers.
Number 32, Lexia Hostrawser.
We'll get to see Tyson in action tonight, although
I
will.
You will.
We won't be broadcasting that game.
Tim and Rita will be there having that one. We're in 107.3. Cripe gets the 3 to go. 8-point ball game right back, and Cripe, I believe that's her third three-pointer.
I knew one of them was going to fall here soon. She missed about 2 or 3 in a row, so. Good screen. Hit it, Kinsey.
As Kaden said, got to have confidence in that shot. Addison goes up and can't get that one to go. Rebound's going to go to Brooke. Quickly up Cripe. To Walker in the corner. Cripe alone again for 3. Can she hit back-to-back? Can't get that one to go. Hostrawser fighting with it with Borges for the jump ball. And it will go right back to Triton.
Yep.
It's going to feel a bit strange for me going to a boys game. This is like, I don't know, I haven't missed this many boys games in a season since probably 2007.
Yeah, true. I mean, I've been to pretty near every one to run game film, and we broadcasted 2 from your couch. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that again. Kenny's down in, he's going to be going, they're probably on their way to Indy right now.
Down to Hostrawser, floater is up and gets the roll.
We got to wish Travis Barnhart a happy birthday. Well, I think his birthday isn't technically today, I don't think, but they have a tradition where they go down to the Crossroads and watch it every year, but since they couldn't, they watched it from home.
Happy birthday to him.
Also, my mom will be 25 for about the 15th or 16th year in a row tomorrow, so happy birthday to her, too.
Hey, December's a good month for birthdays, just going to say. Atkins on the right wing, up on top to Addyson Viers. Yates down the left side. Goes down low. Hostrawser. Nice feed to Viers, and Viers can't corral it.
Coach Heckaman got in on that. He wanted to shoot that ball.
That was good hands there by the coach. Good hands there by him.
I didn't ask if you felt any older on Thursday.
Well.
Yeah, I forgot to post a picture for your birthday.
You told me my birthday wish to you came true.
Oh, you did. Jackson slept through the night. 2 nights in a row. It was the best birthday present I think I've ever had.
I want to going back to the shooting thing and Triton not having a very good night, Haley Kripe is 3 for 13, and she's still out there shooting the ball. She's shooting with confidence every time down the court.
And that was a good look there for Viers, but like I said, shooters will keep shooting. You look at Steph Curry, look at all these guys these ball players that just keep shooting basketball, and then they're going to call a timeout.
I don't think she had full possession enough to call a timeout.
It is today. So happy birthday to Travis. See, that's where I lucked out this year. My birthday wasn't on the broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have to worry about anybody singing.
I was going to sing to you on your birthday.
I'm kind of glad you didn't.
Number 24.
Oh, boy. I'm gonna, you have to ask Travis if he feels like he's older.
He looks older.
Oh, he does look older. I mean we're now eye to eye. I mean,
he's going to be taller than me probably here pretty soon.
I was going to say. Well, there we go. We can use Travis on broadcast to hang up signs and stuff like that when we can't reach things. The way we don't have Orion do it. But, yeah, it wasn't too bad of a birthday. It was quiet. I like quiet.
Quiet birthdays.
Cool, quiet birthday.
Hey, we don't have to take the banner down.
No, we can stay up. It's Christmas break, so we can stay up because we'll be back on Monday, Tuesday.
And then back on, I don't know if you know, the 30th, the girls are going to host North Judson now.
Okay.
That'll wrap up the 2020 part of the season.
Who do the boys play on Tuesday? Is that Winnemac?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The reschedule from yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday's, yep. Blickenstaff gets in the corner. They're going to go back to work. No look past Brooke. Like Kaden said, there's that tight passing.
Ooh. I thought for sure she was going to shoot that ball.
Yates gets a piece of it. Nice job. Nice job by Viers, too, to swat it away. Volleyball pass there from Hostrawser.
See, now Triton's getting in that rhythm. They know where the ball's going to go on those passes. They're getting their arms out in the passing lanes.
Viers rotates up top. On to Yates on the right wing. Kripe's on her. Tough defense there by Kripe.
Yep.
Bules trying to use that spin move to get herself out of trouble. Nobody there. Timeout for Triton. That was a good timeout right there because had nobody else to go to. That countdown's going to start. Yeah, you're down to 1, but I think that was a good spot for a timeout. No, and it was a decent week. I mean, Jackson got his first haircut unintentionally.
Yep. That happens.
That's what happens when you use a toy and you get stuck in your hair. And
in the first grade, I cut my own hair the day before picture day.
My sister, she was a flower girl for my aunt and uncle's wedding, and she cut hers like 2 or 3 days before the wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, my mom was had. Anyways, you were going to say something there.
Well, I was just going to say if you ever need to know a schedule update, TritonTrojans.org. We try to keep that updated, and I got a new feature on there. You bring up the home page, a pop-up will come up and show you the most recent schedule changes.
Yates, right wing threes up and can't get it to go. Bules is tipped around. Brooke gets the rebound. She gets out of trouble. Pioneer in transition. Kripe up to Walker. Back on top. They got a 6-point lead with 4 minutes to go.
I think Coach Heckaman's going to have to switch to a man-to-man defense here pretty soon because Pioneer can just work this perimeter the whole time.
Steffel works it on over to Kripe.
They got it with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. We'll see how long this possession takes.
And, Pioneer's in no hurry.
Oh.
That one just thrown away by Brooke.
Lucky break.
As Borges will check in for Steffel. So the starting 5 is out there for Pioneer.
Despite Triton's 2 conference losses so far, we still need to win out, get as many all-conference picks as we can.
Atkins with it, goes on top. Kripe jumps around. She can't corral it. Nice attempt by her to get through there.
She's all over the place. I think she's forced most of the turnovers for Pioneer.
Mm-hmm.
Should make a good defensive back on the football team.
Hey, it's a good football school. Viers up, Banks closed. Rebound's going to get fought for. It's going to go out of bounds on Brooke. Atkins inbounds with 3:13 to go. They trail by 6. They need a basket on this possession.
Get the ball in.
If they want to get back in it, got to get it in. And there's the 5 seconds.
It's been quite a few games, I think, since we've Last season, we had a lot of 5-second calls.
Yeah, they were there. And a lot of 10-second calls and trying to get the ball facing the press. And I think I kind of agree with Kaden here. I think you got to kind of kick it up a notch on defense. Start face guarding a little bit more, kind of go that man defense. Kripe steps into a three. Can't get that one back iron. Rebound's going to get fought for as Atkins gets the rebound.
That probably, if Kripe makes that, probably put that game away. I think the Trojans would be too defeated mentally after that.
Hostrawser steps in. Abbey Viers free throw jumper. Can't go. Rebound to Brooke. Kripe pushing in transition, trying to find that, like Kaden said, that nail in the coffin. Blickenstaff fouled by Abbey Viers. Her second person.
Triton foul number 24, Abbey Viers.
Team's third. As Blickenstaff goes back to line, team only hitting 5 free throws on the night. Afternoon, what do you want to call it?
I guess Blickenstaff might be the one going to foul. She's 4 for 10 on the day. Another one might be Mackenzie Walker, who's 0 for 3.
And Abbey Viers will take a break as Addison will check in with 2.5 to go. Second free throw off the mark, rebound to Taren Yates. Yates the crossover, working against Kripe. Nice defense there, and now only get knocked away. Blickenstaff comes with it. Kripe, they got numbers. She'll feed Brooke. No look pass is in. 8-point ball game. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. 8-point lead for the Panthers as they try to secure their third conference win. Trying to even it back up. Addyson Viers are going to get a travel. She kind of looked down and kind of move that pivot foot and then try to take a step. Coach Heckaman telling everybody to stay up, to not relax back into that three-point line. Stay up on them, get the pressure going. Coach Heckaman's calling for it. Brooke kicks out to Borges. Back to Brooke. Coach Heckaman calling for him to step up, get in their face, play some defense. A minute and a half to go. You want a chance back in this game, you got to step up there in defense.
Deny the ball.
Brooke gets a free lane, and that's going to pretty well do it.
Yeah, I would say so.
Minute 10 to go. Triton, a lot of work to do, and Coach Heckaman calls his final timeout.
A little bit reminiscent of last week, almost 20, or exactly a week ago.
Yep.
Playing this same style. And
as Coach Heckaman, like he says down here, we got to match up. You got to get up there on him. If you want a chance in the waning minutes, when you have a chance to get back in the game, you got to get up on that ball handler and stop the ball. Like you said, you need to kill the ball where it's at.
And the big thing today has been turnovers. You know, they did a good job against Jimtown 2 nights ago, but 18 today. That's up over their season average, which I think that came down to about 15 after a couple nights ago. But I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but you can't score the ball if you turn it over. You've missed out on 18 chances to shoot the ball due to turnovers.
And, and like you said, those opportunities are going to come. Yes, you're still early, but yet for the girls, the turning push is going to start happening here right after Christmas break. You got to get everything kind of back because a Plymouth game on Monday is going to be a tough game for them as well.
Yep.
And then that'll round out the year. But Orion said they'll have North Judson on December 30th. And Judson scoring almost about 60 points a game. So you got to be offensive. You have to play some great defense or go toe-to-toe with them.
Yeah, Judson's 4-2 on the year. Yet to play a conference game as of today. But
Yates will try to drive, goes up strong off the glass and gets it to go. Nice job by Taren Yates for that basket. 8-point ball game, 50 seconds to go. Triton stepping up on that defense a little bit. Kripe's going to go through traffic. Back to Walker. To Brooke. Yates really instigating the defense. I like it. Yates gets a good but Kripe.
Who's guarding who right now?
And a lot of miscommunication. Blickenstaff open shot. It's in.
It looked like Yates thought they were in a 2-3 zone still, but everyone else was matched up.
Atkins with it now. She'll work outside as Pioneer's going to improve to 5-3 on the year, 3-1 in the conference. Triton will fall to 4-5 and 1-3 in the conference. And there's a double dribble for Hostrawser with 15.3 to go. Pioneer, the next matchup will be against at Twin Lakes on the 30th, and then they start after the first year against LaVille. Or I guess there'll be a tournament versus Twin Lakes.
Gotcha.
So Pioneer improves on the year. Brooke gets that one to go, and that's going to do it. 46-34, Pioneer takes this one. So with that being said, and like I said, the boys will be playing later on. I mean, Tim and Rita will have that broadcast on 107.3, so if you want to listen over to them on that one.
I don't think any radio station is calling the JV game, but I'll try to live update the score on TritonTrojans.org. Just go be at the top of the homepage, and it'll show the score right up there. Live. It updates live.
Yeah. So we'll be back in the trench on Monday as the girls will welcome in Plymouth, and then the boys will take on Winnemac on Tuesday, and then we'll be out for Christmas there, and then back on the 30th to host Judson here at the Trojan Trench, and that's going to do it here on this Saturday afternoon
We're doing
game.
Stats? We're not. Oh, no, we're not. No stats. Okay.
And that'll end up doing it for us here as Triton loses this one
Unofficial scoring.
46-34. Until next time, I'm Andy O'Hara with Kinsey Atkins and the Hall of Famer Ryan Lemler. Until next time, Trojan fans, remember the Trojan way.
Madison Blickenstaff. For Triton, Atkins 1, Bules 2, Abbey Viers 2, Hostrawser 7, Yates 10, and leading Triton with 12 points.